Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me once again for another book review. I am so happy that you clicked on this video. So let's just jump right on into this one. The name of the book is called Goddie by Robert Picart. I think that's how they pronounce the last name. If I botched it, I do apologize. I do not have the physical copy of this book, so I will attach a copy of the cover to the end of this video so that you will know what that looks like. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump right on into this. This story gives us a glimpse into the life of Goddie, who was born and raised in Jamaica. She was born to Christopher and Caroline, and she is the middle child of 9. Goddie grew up with 11 people situated in a 3-bedroom home. Yeah, they were packed in there. The author takes us on a portion of a journey in Goddie's childhood and adulthood. Okay, so this story relays Goddie's childhood and the structure, expectations, and hierarchy of the family. There was a good amount of time speaking about her parents, especially her father, and the huge impact he had on their family's lives and her relationship with her mother. The hard work, faith, family determination, and education are the keys to success. This family believed in. We are given a glimpse of what it's like to live in Jamaica. The story starts in 1945 era and provides some historical information about Jamaica. And I have been to Jamaica. Yes, I have. Ari. So, one thing among a few that I learned while on vacation there is they have parishes instead of cities. So, that's one little tidbit fact that I know personally. This story gives you a personal view of Jamaica, not the vacation-y view of Jamaica. Okay. So the awakening of the morning is just as glorious as it is depicted in this story. That was a wonderful part of being in Jamaica, was that first morning calmness and beauty and just serenity. It was just wonderful. I like when you wake up at home in America. It depending on where you live, it could be just as nice. But from where I'm from, it is vastly different. So, yes, how they depicted that morning gloriousness is absolutely true. So we are also given a glimpse at the school experience of Goddie and how important education is to the future of its pupils. Um, their school system is definitely different than ours. Um, they have a testing system. And basically, if you ain't passing the tests, you might not get further in your education. So, the importance put on education, so that they can have, a better life is definitely drilled into those children. And those children have very high expectations to get far in school so that they can have better jobs, get a better education, and contribute to that family. So education is pushed way hard. So this family, like most, encountered hardships, death, happiness, varied life experiences, interruptions, and restarts. Gotti had to navigate the death of her parents and find a way forward. She was removed from her family under the guise of assisting another family in return for school fees being paid for. This started the course of a different kind of life for Gotti. Gotti found her way to Kingston and was working for a shop owner, Mr. Hamill, and had been there for a couple of years. She also went to England, studied nursing, and then she was on to Canada, where she married Clinton. Now you're gonna have to read the book to find out how all of these things and more transpired. I'm pretty much just giving you bullet points, okay? So there is more detail given about these events. So you're gonna have to read the book to find those things out. There are really no warnings to give. I mean, this story does contain Bible references because they were um, very faith believers, and obviously there's some death and grief process. As I said, I do not have the physical copy of the book, and I don't know if the physical copy has any discussion questions in it. Some topics of conversation can be what family values were instilled in your home. How was the hierarchy structured in your upbringing? And did you make any changes to that model once you had your own family? A conversation on the education system in terms of the different requirements and teaching styles of America versus other countries. Do you think America is up to par or falling behind in the education of its youth? A conversation on the loss of loved ones and the impact it has on the grief process and moving forward in life. Also, a conversation on if church and faith have a vital impact on the community and how its members navigate life. These are just a few conversation prompts to get the discussion going. Once you read the book, you may be able to take a deeper dive. Um, of course, I left plenty to be discovered for you when you decide to read this book. I love the audiobook narration by Angel Stafford. The variations of voice inflections and the native tone were very well done. There are good nuggets of wisdom sprinkled into the story that I will let you uncover. But one that I found to be a thread of this story is victory lies in the footsteps forward. This audiobook is just shy of 7 hours long. Hoopla has this book under fiction, and Libby added history, biography, autobiography, and African American nonfiction. There is a little bit of drama in there, though. This book gives you the feeling of sitting down on a wonderful sunny day and having an elder recount a period of their life. I, for one, believe Goddie would be pleased with this story. Um, it makes me feel like I wish I had have known her. Like she was a no nonsense kind of lady. However, I think because of her circumstances and the things that she went through, there was a level of no nonsense that she had to obtain about herself. But I think she just would have been a cool chick. I really do. I think she would have been a cool lady to know. I hope that this book is read by the masses. I think the family did a wonderful job recounting her story. Um, I absolutely loved the family note at the end. I wish that we could get more stories from Gotti and her life. I I know this family probably has some wonderful stories to tell. Um, and man, I just wish like I could read more about her. And definitely about her children that she had and kind of their experience as children with their mother and then as adults with their mother, Goddie. I would be very interested to see and listen or read a continuation of this wonderful woman's life. This book gives you hope. It gives you definitely a different look about Jamaica. Like I said, I had visited Jamaica. I want to say in like 2017. I want to say, um, and it was a wonderful experience. It really was. Well, we stayed at an all-inclusive resort, Grand Palladium, I do believe. The resort itself is just like gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Um, the food, okay, I'm gonna just say it. I was in fat girl heaven, okay. The jerk chicken or the oxtails or whatever that stuff was, I ate it like I was never gonna eat anything else. And I have not had anything that came close to the taste of that jerk everything. And yeah. So yes, their jerk is definitely different than American jerk. And if I had to pick one, definitely the Jamaican jerk is like by far the best I've ever tasted. Rum. Okay. Rum punch is definitely a punch. So for a lightweight like me, rum punch will definitely probably surpass your limit. Um, like I said, the scenery was beautiful, and obviously they had their uh not so beautiful parts. I remember going. We were taking a excursion, and we were like, "What are those tin things over there?" And they were like, "That's somebody's house," and we were like, "Wait a minute." Somebody's house. Somebody lives in that. And I'm like, yeah, yes. And I was like, wow. And it literally looked like someone took a slate of 10 and had a roof on the sides, the back, and a door. That that was really it. Um, but then you'd also see these beautiful homes. And it's like, how did they get that on the side of a mountain like that? I mean, that's what it looked like. Like it's like carved into a mountain is what it looked like. And like I said, they don't have cities. They're called parishes. And you would see, kids in uniform, apparently coming or going to school. We went to Dunn's River Falls, and that was an experience. Definitely have your water shoes because have a high rate of busting your butt trying to go up that thing. Okay, just saying. And I was in even less physical ability condition. I made it up, but it was a struggle. But you had teamwork, so there was a little bit of teamwork to make that happen. But that was a very fun experience. We went to some private beach place and it was very nice. Now, I will say at the resort, the Grand Palladium, there's a section where you can do like your rowboats and your um I don't want to call them jet skis, but I don't know what they're called. But different water activities over there, and it was very nice. We actually saw some people catching some ocean life just right out the sea. If you have not made your way to Jamaica, I suggest you try to go. Okay. It is an experience. So I don't know. I might attach some pictures. I don't know. I'll have to see which pictures that I can attach because I know other people are in a good portion of the pictures. So I want to respect their privacy, but I'll see which ones that I can actually attach to this video. But it is a beautiful place. The people that I encountered were all very helpful and nice and welcoming. Um, I did like that I got to haggle a little bit. I did get to haggle a little bit when making some purchases um, at a place off site from the resort. That was a nice little haggling experience. I did enjoy that. But yes, and it's hot. Okay, it's hot. It's hot. I had one lady that was with us, and she just complained the whole time. And I'm like, yes, it's hot. We know it's hot. It's supposed to be hot. It's Jamaica. It's hot. But reading this story just really brought back memories of that time that I was there. And some of the description was like, yeah, I know what she's talking about. That was so nice. If you get the opportunity to go, go. Okay. Um, but back to this book. I really enjoyed it. I hope that everybody will pick it up and get to know Goddie a little bit. Um, if the family is listening, definitely would like to know more about her life and experiences and yours as well, because you give this good book about your mother, and we just want a little bit about you too. Because in this book, you guys are babies. So we want to know about you too and your experience with your mother, because just from reading this, she seems like a very wonderful woman. And so, that's why I give this book a 10 out of 10. I don't have anything bad to say about this book. Except that it wasn't longer. That's the only thing, is that it wasn't longer, and I I was left wanting more. Just wanted to stay and listen to more of this beautiful woman's life story. So I hope that um, this book will blow up and have as many readers read it as possible. I thoroughly enjoyed the journey I was taking. Um, so if you haven't read the book, I encourage you to go pick it up. And then after you read it, tell me your thoughts. And if you have already read the book, tell me what you think. Do you agree with my assessment of this book? And so that's it for this round. So go ahead, click that like, share buttons. Go ahead and tell your friends to come on over and take a look at this video as well as the others. There is plenty out there to review. And hopefully you are adding to your to be read lists. And I encourage you to put this one on there. Okay. So that's it for this round. And as always, keep turning the pages, my book lovers.